The BBC has discovered that Gordon Brown will launch Labour's general election slogan and the four main themes of its campaign at a speech on Saturday. Although the Prime Minister is not expected to announce the date of the election, we can get more from our political correspondent Laura Koonsberg. But what can we expect him to say then, Laura?
Well, Kate, many people possibly remember education, 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 or Tony Blair's pledge card from back in 1997. This weekend, we will learn what Gordon Brown's slogan is to be for the coming election, and we already know what his four main promises are going to be in the weeks of the campaign. He'll say that Labour will protect frontline services, they would secure the economic recovery, they'll stand up for the many, and also that they would protect future jobs and new industry. The slogan itself is still a secret, but Gordon Brown will announce those themes along with the slogan at a major speech at a location in the West Midlands this weekend, and he'll appear alongside four other senior cabinet ministers at that campaigning event too. Lord Mandelson will be there, Yvette Cooper, who's in charge of work and pensions, the Chancellor Alistair Darling will be there, and the Home Secretary Alan Johnson. So Labour's big hitters all out at this big important campaigning event this week. Yeah, so no date as yet as we know, but no doubt that campaigning very much underway now. Yes, it certainly is. And when we look at what these four main ideas of Labour's are going to be, it does give us some pretty strong clues about the kind of campaign messages they're going to try to get out. In essence, Gordon Brown will want people to believe that he is on their side and that Labour will be able to manage the economic recovery as well as dealing with that big black hole in the public finances. Also, though, if you think of one particular phrase they'll use, standing up for the many, that leads me to believe that we'll see Labour making the case that they're the party who appeal or should appeal to the majority, while the Tories would stand up for what they might claim is a privileged smaller section of society. So I think from these four messages we get a good flavour of the kind of case that Labour will be making. The date of the election, of course, isn't known yet, although we expect it to be May the 6th, but this certainly is beginning in earnest. The Conservatives have already launched their election campaign. They did that last month, and Nick Clegg, the Lib Dem leader, has already set out what he describes as his four key principles for the coming campaign. Laura, thank you. Well, Laura mentioned finances. Government borrowing increased by £4.3 billion over January.